Ladies and gentlemen, yes, your favorite MMA YouTuber is back. Shout out to my 3 subscribers that I know you guys missed me in this almost 2 month and a half hiatus. I apologize. I promise. And this feels silly to say, but 2026 is going to be the year of Halo MMA YouTube. It's the year where my name will be out in the world of MMA YouTube. I can assure you that. But yeah, like the title of this video says, we're here to talk about the main event of the next pay-per-view here in a couple of weeks as of me recording this. Justin the Highlight Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett. Guys, I think we're all trying to kid ourselves a little bit here. I think we all know who wins. But I don't know if we're just creating, some delusion. We're trying to hype up the match. But we know who wins this fight. But before I get into that, I think we need to address first and foremost why this matchup is even fucking happening. Because we all know that Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, and Arman Tsarukyan are better by far. And I mean by far. At least a whole tier above these two guys that are competing for the lightweight championship or the interim lightweight championship. I mean, we saw the first two guys, and Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, absolutely fucking dominate Justin Gaethje. And Arman Tsarukyan would do him even fucking worse. I'm not going to lie to you. You'd probably take him down and submit him or do some vicious ground and pound. I don't think he hates him that much, so I don't believe he would, honestly, what I'm saying is that Arman Tsarukyan can do whatever the fuck he wants with Justin Gaethje. If one man can take you down, two can rape you. So, yeah, and I mean, when it comes to Paddy Pimblett, you look at someone like Charles Oliveira, very similar ground game, and Charles Oliveira has a more, I'd say, developed ground game. He's been at this game longer. I would naturally favor Charles Oliveira on the ground against Paddy Pimblett. When it comes to Max Holloway, I mean, his takedown defense is elite. His striking is much, much better than Paddy Pimblett, of course. And when it comes to a guy like Arman Tsarukyan, I think this just levels to this shit. I think Arman Tsarukyan might even be a level above these two other guys, but why the fuck is this fight happening? Like, I don't want to ponder on this too much because the fight is happening, but these guys easily beat both guys, and I would say with confidence, I would bet my house, your mom's house. So I'm really just having a hard time understanding why Dana fucking Baldy White would even make this fight. Well, I know why he made this fight, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but all I wanted to say, I wanted to give these guys props, and obviously Charles and Max are fighting for the BMF title. I'm not fucking stupid, and the UFC hates Arman Tsarukyan. There's no way around that. So that's why the fight is happening, but really the fight is happening to set up another fight, which I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to say Justin Gaethje has everything against him. Not to say he still can't win this fight, but I just think he has everything against him. Let's get into it. First of all, the grappling defense, we know it's subpar. You can say what you want. He started wrestling, this and that. He had the Khabib fight. He started training it more. He started grappling more. But we saw against Charles, and yes, he was rocked. He was able to submit him easily. Like, if these guys are training how they're I don't want to say like they're supposed to, but if these guys are training those kind of exchanges, even if you're rocked, you find a way, like your body finds a way to do what you've been practicing. Unless he was fucking out, basically, which it didn't look like he was. But Charles Oliveira was able to snatch up that rear naked fairly easily after that first little exchange they had on the ground. So you wonder where the grappling defense is of Justin Gaethje. Mainly BJJ, but even the takedown defense. And Paddy Pimblett is going to be working on those takedowns, those wrestling takedowns up against the cage. Or if Justin Gaethje ever tries to clinch, he's going to jump. He's going to jump guard as he did against Michael Chandler. So yeah, I don't know what people are trying to say that, oh no, he started wrestling back in 06, so he is great. Guys, Just when have you ever seen Justin Gaethje have any success on the floor? Fucking Rafael Fiziev took him down 2 times in the first round of his last fight. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. Next point. Massively overrated power. Like, I kind of get it, but I don't know, especially recently, where all this hype around, especially for this matchup. Justin Gaethje only needs to land 1 punch on Paddy Pimblett is done for. Like, bro, when was the last time we saw Justin Gaethje actually knock someone out with his hands? Let's take a fucking look. I have the notes ready, guys. I have the fucking notes ready. We even look at his last knockout. Dustin Poirier, head kick. Not a punch, head kick. A very good head kick. A head kick that could maybe land against Paddy Pimblett because his defense isn't as good. You know, maybe it could land. I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying Justin Gaethje can knock out Paddy Pimblett. I'm not saying he's going to lose this fight for sure. I'll get into that in a little bit when I, give away who I think is going to win. But he knocked out Dustin Poirier with a leg, a head kick. Last KO win before that was Tony Ferguson, and that was more of a volume TKO. It was a TKO where I'm not gonna say you think Tony Ferguson, you think wash. This was actually the start of his downfall. Justin Gaethje put the fucking highlight reel on him, as his name says, and he pieced him the fuck up for 5 rounds. And at the end it was too much. And then after that, maybe Tony Ferguson got permanent CTE, and now he's done for. So you have to go all the way back to 2019, 6 fucking years ago. 6 years ago to even get a good knockout win from Justin Gaethje. To Donald fucking Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone, who, maybe he's a legend in the UFC for all that he did, but let's be honest with ourselves. He just wasn't that good. Paddy Pimblett would beat the fuck out of Donald Cerrone. So yeah, he just really has massively overrated power. He's 37 years old. There's been 2 guys in lightweight or under to win the title 35 or older. And those are guys that are it's tough to say if Pantoja is way above Justin Gaethje in the all-time list. I would say so. I'd say Pantoja's in the top 25 region area. Whereas Volk, who's the second guy that did it, obviously, there's levels to this shit. There is levels to the levels of this shit. So he would be the 3rd guy ever in the divisions of lightweight or under to win a title over 35 years old. I may be mistaken, and I'm gonna look fucking stupid, but I'm pretty sure he'd be the 3rd guy ever, lightweight or below. I'm not counting welterweight. And guys, this is not who the UFC wants to win. Justin Gaethje was bitching and moaning, bitching and complaining that he wants a title shot or he's going to retire. And the UFC was not budging for anything, but everything came up perfectly for Justin Gaethje to get this fight. That's just the reality of it. And even with him having the fight, the UFC don't want him to win. They don't want him to win. Let's just get into it. They want Paddy Pimblett to win. He has improved striking. And hey, we saw this against a Michael Chandler who was pretty notorious for not having good defense. But you could see, like, we saw Justin Gaethje fight fucking Michael Chandler, I'm forgetting his name. Conor McGregor, you have to come back and fight someone. But yeah, we saw Justin Gaethje fight Michael Chandler, and he pieced him up, in 5 rounds. 5 rounds, I believe, right? It's not even there. But you can compare performances from Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje against Michael Chandler. Is that the fight you want to compare a championship level fight? Maybe not. But Charles Oliveira got his win versus Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, he's been in there with the guys, man. He's been in there with the guys. But yeah. And then obviously Paddy Pimblett, notorious for his BJJ. He has elite BJJ. And if they get on the ground, it's Paddy the Batty fucking Pimblett's territory. And I think he's going to get the job done if it even sniffs the ground. But Not to mention, this guy has a scouser fucking chin, man. That's terrible. I think that's the first and last time I would do it. But as a scout, with scousers, we don't get knocked out. Hey, that was a little better. That was a little better. But the scouser chin is there, and it's valid. And we saw Justin Gaethje land the fucking most perfect uppercut, which is one of his sweet uh, punches, or yeah, whatever you want to call it, his sweet punches. And yes, it dropped Rafael Fiziev, but it didn't knock him out. It did not knock him out. Paddy Pimblett, Scouser fucking Chen, man. And this guy has all the momentum for him. He's undefeated in the UFC. He has this hype. He has the name value. And the main reason why I think the UFC set up this fight specifically is because they want to see Paddy Pimblett against Ilia Topuria. Guys, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. This is the matchup the UFC wants. It's plain and simple. It's easy to see. There's the beef there. There's the name value. There's the personality. There's everything. And I'm going to be honest, this would be a great fucking fight. This would be not even because of the fight itself, just because of everything that's going to surround it and the hype and the trash talk. And this is what the UFC want to see. This is a big money fight for the UFC. And Dana fucking Baldy White is not an idiot. He knows that this fight would sell numbers, maybe even White House. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for the White House, but this fight would do fucking numbers. And the UFC are going to try everything possible to make it happen. And they have, because they set up Paddy Pimblett the perfect fucking opportunity to be interim champion, which is crazy to fucking say, especially because I think he's going to do it. And this fight is on the table. It's on the table. It's on a silver platter for Paddy Pimblett. All the shit that he's talked. Fucking sausage. Fucking little sausage, man. It's there. It's there for him. He just needs to grab it. He just needs to take it. And I think he can. And I think he will. Guys, Paddy Pimblett will become a UFC champion. Albeit, it's going to be interim. I hope you appreciate this fucking good-ass Photoshop I did. Because this is what we're going to see. This is what we're going to see January 24th when Paddy Pimblett goes in there and I think finishes Justin Gaethje inside, I'd say, around 3 rounds. I'm going to make a prediction video and maybe break down the X's and O's a little bit, even though I already kind of have, where I'll give my official prediction. But I think he's going to finish him inside 3 rounds. And I think Paddy Pimblett will become UFC champion. Like I said, albeit interim. But if you would have told me this fucking a year ago, 2 years ago, I would have thought you were crazy. Especially now at the point that we're at. Especially if you told me that Ilia Topuria moved up. I can't believe this is going to happen. And even if Justin Gaethje wins, like, what the fuck are we... Like, why the fuck are we in the big 2026 with Justin Gaethje as interim champion? That just sounds wrong. And look, I'm not a fan of the way Paddy Pimblett got this opportunity, but the opportunity is there for him. I like how he talks shit. I like the not the vibe, but the momentum, the energy he brings to MMA, to fighting. So, yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, 2026 is the year of Halo MMA. And I'm going to be dropping a lot more videos. So make sure to like, subscribe, do whatever you want, do whatever you need to do. And I'll see you next time. Peace.